Hi family. So I'm coming through to make this video because it was really inspired by Rihanna's response on Twitter when I guess one of her followers commented on her hair for her album and asked, I guess, is her hair nappy or something like that, or why is her hair nappy? And Rihanna responded, "'Cause I'm black, bitch." Okay, and then once that blew up, the whole nappy arguments, I started to see that resurface, and people were bringing up Don Imus again and using that as a basis for why they dislike the term and why people should not say it. And other people say, well, Rihanna has weave and all that stuff, so how can she even use the term when her hair ain't even real or it's not even nappy herself, but yet she wants to call her hair nappy. I mean, and others who just don't really have a problem with it actually got a good laugh. I got a good laugh. I'm one of those people. So here's my take on it. We have a lot of terminology, not a lot of terminology, that's retarded. We have a lot of terms that we like to use to describe our hair. And nappy is definitely the most contested, um, insidious term, if you allow it to be. And quite frankly, I guess I don't know what the big deal is because people, I feel like, are treating the word nappy as if it was the N word. I mean, in a sense of how offended they get when they hear it. And I understand context plays a role, who's saying it plays a role, and how are they using the word plays a role. Um, but a lot of times we have a lot of different names to call or describe our hair. Um, for instance, in the lock community, there are those who say, I have locks. There are those that say, I have dreads. And there's those that say, I have dreadlocks. And each of those terms, describes the same thing. But yet people get so divided because of, I guess, history has taught them that dread is a term that was used to, I guess, describe the condition of the hair and call it dreadful and all that other stuff. That's, for me, yes, these are some terms that were borrowed and we've incorporated it into our everyday, I guess, culture and how we describe ourselves, but it's not that serious. Like, that's confusing as hell. Like, I remember when I was sister locking and people would get so hung up on making sure that people knew it was sister locks and not something else like nappy locks or braid locks or whatever, or latch hooking or whatever, else is out there. Like, they wanted to make sure that, no, this is sister locks. So when people compliment their hair, oh, I love your dreads or I love your locks. No, these are sister locks. I mean, come on. Like, at the end of the day, however you started your hair, your hair will end up at the same. Like, whether you started dreads, with braid locks, sister locks, whatever. At the end of the day, you're gonna have this. Okay, whether it's big, small, medium, they all end up like this. So nappy, to the same way with me, is like, it's just a term to describe our hair. I mean, you can choose to use it or not. If you have personal convictions why you don't want to use it, I mean, that's fine. But you can't go around correcting everybody because that's ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't, maybe I just don't see what the big deal is. And I don't need a history lesson. I know the history behind those terms, how they came about. And for some reason, we have incorporated it into our vernacular. So get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if someone was trying to be hurtful and use those terms in a way to try to belittle you. There is a difference there, okay? Than from, someone saying, oh, I have nappy hair, or, I mean, who has time to try to describe the grade of their hair to everybody? Oh, my hair's not nappy, it's wavy, or it's kinky, or it's some parts is kinky, some parts is, this, that, I mean, that's too much. It's too much work. And terms are just that, terms. And we shouldn't get too hung up or over um, pushing, I guess, our beliefs on everybody else. And I know some people could argue that me making this video is pushing my beliefs on y'all, that y'all shouldn't get hung up on terms. But for some reason, we in the Black community can always find ways to try to divide ourselves. And I see sometimes these terms as a way to kind of separate those from not so kinky nappy hair for those that have nappy hair. Nappy has a negative connotation. I understand that. But I know when I use the term nappy, I don't feel bad about it. If someone were to call me nappy, your hair is nappy, I wouldn't feel any way about it. I won't get upset. I might laugh because that's the type of person I am. I mean, it's just, they're just terms. And like I said, for those who have strong convictions why they want to, say what their hair is and need to be politically correct, that is on you. But don't think that you can always go around correcting everybody. The layperson, people who don't have natural hair or people who don't understand it, okay, I mean, it's only relevant if they are, say, trying to achieve the style that you have. So if you need to use, say, I have sister locks, or this is not braid locks or freeform, or my hair is kind of, it's nappy, but it's softer, it's a different grade. I mean, yeah, qualify the terms. But you don't have to impose any one term as over the other. Because at the end of the day, this is what we've always called our hair. Whether it started off in a negative way, and now we probably just don't care. I mean, I don't care. Some people do. It's really important to them. It's not that important to me. As long as you're not trying to, belittle me with it, I don't have a problem with it. And people, tripping about, nappy. Come on. Like, I just think people are just too damn sensitive. Or maybe I'm just not sensitive enough. I mean, nappy does not hurt my feelings. Nappy doesn't make me cry. Nappy doesn't, move me to want to, hurt somebody. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, come on, y'all. And, if you have dreadlocks, chill. I mean, they're all beautiful. I mean, like I said, it's only relevant if someone needs to know how you started your hair, but you don't need to go around proclaiming these are type of locks. I mean, because at the end of the day, they're this. This is it. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at how we use these terms and how we, I think, can go a little overboard with them and trying to justify why some terms are worse than others. And I mean, it doesn't matter. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. They all they all describe the same thing. So that is, my feelings about, some terminology that we would use to describe our hair. Nappy, kinky, same thing. Locks, dreads, sister locks, brother locks, all the same thing with slight differences. So that's my little take on terminology. People may agree or disagree. I welcome all comments, and that's it. Y'all have a blessed day.